There are 6 so-called clobber passages in the Bible that supposedly prohibit all same-sex behavior. They're called the 6 clobber passages because they've been used to clobber queer folk over the head with for generations. But the fact is, lots of great scholarship have been done on these passages, and the bottom line is that they're not talking about committed, consensual, same-sex relationships like we see today, because the ancient authors of these texts just didn't have those in their culture. Instead, what they're addressing are things like pederasty, rape, the transgressing of cultural and social norms, temple prostitution, and idolatry. These behaviors are what's being addressed in these 6 passages, these 6 so-called clobber passages. For a deep dive into each passage and how to unclobber them, so to speak, please, you can go read my blog post about this at centralavenuechurch.org entitled The Bible and LGBTQ Inclusion, How to Unclobber Those 6 Passages. Now, that being said, I have a problem with this quest for an affirming reading of the Bible, as well-intentioned as it is. The problem is that it inadvertently ties queer people's validity and worth to the Bible. Queer people's worth and humanity is not contingent upon what any book says. And I'm afraid the exact opposite is inferred when so many well-meaning Christians, in an effort to maintain a high view of Scripture, work really hard to prove the Bible is affirming, or at least not non-affirming. We need to stop giving the Bible that much power. We need to love queer folk more than the Bible. And I don't think one can do that if one is only affirming because they believe the Bible allows them to be. I think that's a conflict of interest. So let's unclobber those 6 passages, yes. And maybe that's a good, starting point for a lot of people coming out of evangelicalism today. But eventually, we need to affirm queer folk based upon their humanity, not because the Bible gives us permission to.